There are 10 different classes to start your adventure in Elden Ring. The classes, starting weapons, armors, and abilities will determine how you progress into the world of Elden Ring. In this video, I will show you which of the 10 different starter class is best suited for your playstyle. The Vagabond. The Vagabond class starts with a sword, a spear, and a shield. The Vagabond focuses on a classic bruiser in which you can dish out damage as well as take some. You can either use the sword to take out enemies in point-blank range or use the spear if you would like to keep your distance. A very safe pick for someone who's just starting out Elden Ring. If this is your first time playing a Souls game and you are still learning how the combat mechanic works, this is the perfect class for you since the shield that the Vagabond starts off with blocks 100% of the damage that is being dealt by the enemy. Blocking with this type of shield will guarantee high survivability. The Warrior. The Warrior class starts with 2 curved swords. The Warrior class also has a small shield. Although the small shield will not be able to block off 100% of the damage dealt to you, unlike the shields that the Vagabond has on his arsenal. A key feature that the Warrior offers is, if you pick this as a starting class, is the ability to dual wield the weapons. The dual wielding mechanics is when you equip 2 weapons on each hand of the same type, then you can dish out more damage than normal. It is a very powerful combat mechanic that players use to dish out damage in a short period of time. The Hero. The Hero class starts off with an axe and a shield. The main and big difference is that the Hero does not have that much armor to start. Meaning, when you dodge, you actually recover faster since the armor that the hero has is pretty light. The shield that the hero starts off with does not fully block the damage when blocking. The hero class focuses on dealing big damage at the same time able to dodge enemy attacks more swiftly since it will be less encumbered from its light armor. The Bandit. The Bandit class starts off with a knife and a small shield. Using smaller weapons like the knife means you will dish out faster melee attacks, unlike when using the sword and axe. Be warned, however, since the knife is considerably faster, but it also does considerably less damage than the other weapons. The knife, however, upon dealing enough damage on an enemy, will trigger an effect called blood loss, in which where the enemy will take certain health percent damage depending on your arcane attributes. Certain weapons in Elden Ring already has a blood loss effect. You can also choose to place this effect on any other suitable weapons later in the game. Also, the higher the arcane attribute is, the better chance you get acquiring better drops on an enemy. The Bandit class also has a bow and arrows for ranged attack or to pick off enemies one by one. The Bandit is a good pick if you would like a fast start picking off opponents with his trusty knife. The Astrologer. The Astrologer class starts off with a staff, a sword, and a small shield. The Astrologer class also starts off with a few spells that are very effective with early enemies. This class has the highest starting attribute for intelligence, making it the best class for magic and spell users to start with. Pick this class if you lean more towards magic rather than melee combat. The Prophet. The Prophet class starts off with a spear and a fate seal, as well as a small wooden shield. The wooden small shield, like almost all small shields, is unable to block the full damage when blocking. This class, however, has the highest fate attribute among the other starter class, and it also starts off with a flame spell and a heal spell that is very effective early game. Pick this class if you lean more using fate spells than magic. The Samurai. The Samurai class starts off with a katana and a bow and arrows. The katana, upon dealing enough damage on an enemy, will also trigger blood loss. Although the Samurai is kind of like the Bandit, in which they are both fast and can deal the blood loss effect, the Samurai's katana is equally as strong like the sword and axe, and can cause the blood loss as well. So with the Samurai using the katana, you can deal great damage with the weapon by itself and even apply greater damage with the blood loss effect. I recommend using the Samurai class to start off with for this very reason. Along with having a bow and arrow handy to deal with pesky range enemies, the Samurai class is truly a very strong starter class in Elden Ring. The Prisoner. The Prisoner class starts off with a rapier and a staff. The Prisoner class starts off strong and can use both magic spells and melee attacks at the same time to deal big damage on enemies. The Prisoner's starting magic can be used multiple times at once to set up a combo wombo, annihilating an opponent swiftly. With both melee and magic at your disposal, the Prisoner starting class is a real force to deal with. The Confessor. The Confessor class starts off with a sword, a shield, and a fate seal. The shield blocks full damage when blocking. You also have a urgent heal and Assassin's Approach fate spells to start off with. The urgent heal is a faster version of the heal spell. The Assassin's Approach makes your footsteps silent, so even if you sprint behind an enemy, it will not notice you. Just like the Vagabond, the Confessor class is a really good starting class to pick if you would like to play safe and also have a healing ability just in case your healing flask runs out. The Wretch. And at last, the final starter class is the Wretch. The Wretch starting weapon is a small club. That's it. The Wretch does not even have any armor. It also starts off as level 1. Meaning, if you would like to know pain and suffering, then you will pick this class. I mean, you have got to be a complete masochist to pick this class, okay? Joking aside, the Wretch is the true starting class for Elden Ring. You start off with nothing and end up with everything. A real challenge for the toughest gamers in today's gaming society. Defeating tough enemies with just a club to start off with is truly satisfying. You will learn from your mistakes as you will perish with just a blow or two. The Wretch class clearly personifies the tough game that is Elden Ring. Please give a like and do not forget to subscribe for more tutorial and epic videos. As always, please be epic, stay epic, you are epic. This is iPhone Host, your source for everything gaming. Thank you very much.